welcome to the campus of Shelby Valley High School. It's another night of high school basketball action on WPRG TV5, your Intermountain Sports Network. Tonight on camera, Dr. Don, alongside me, Darren Gerhardt, and I am Brian Kidd. Coming your way, a big 59th District matchup between Shelby Valley and the Pikeville Panthers. Right now, some pregame festivities.
Just watched the Pikeville Panthers cheerleaders perform their national competition routine, and now we'll see the same from the Shelby Valley Dance Cats.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jerry Mead. I'm the principal at Shelby Valley High School, and tonight at halftime we have a very special ceremony which will take place. Over the years, the Shelby Valley area has been represented by some great basketball teams and some great basketball players, and we think it's only fitting that we begin tonight a Hall of Fame honoring the teams from the 30s, 40s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, which represented the Shelby Valley area. And with me tonight, one of the oldest members, living members probably, of the 32 team, Mr. Lawrence Newsome. And I'm going to ask Mr. Newsome to comment on the basketball, how it's changed over the years, and tell us something about his 32 regional championship team. Mr. Newsome?
Well, in 1932, we had such crowds, we had to play out in the open, you see. We didn't have a gym like this year, but the reason we played out there was because we didn't have any gymnasium. We played on dirt court. We played till it was age 21 then. And the game has changed. When I played, we made a goal. We went back to the center to jump every time. So that meant there's low scores in the game. But there's been some good players that come out of Shelby Valley, some excellent ball players. And this Hall of Fame is long overdue. It should have been started back years ago. And I think those are instrumental in getting this Hall of Fame started.
Thank you, Mr. Newsome. I can guarantee to our fans, probably back in 1932, we didn't have nearly as much noise as we do today. But we are very glad that the Shelby Valley basketball boosters have worked so hard to put together this Hall of Fame, and we hope that the players over the decades will enjoy this, and we think it's only fitting that we honor them tonight. Any closing comments, Mr. Newsome?
I might say that I took my first year of high school at Pikeville, started in 1928. Not long before John Bill Trivia died, I sat in a booth with him down at the Hardee's, and we were reminiscing, and he said this Steve Benedict was on this 1932 team, was the best athlete that he ever saw. And now he's seen a lot of them through his years. Now, he didn't say he's the best basketball player, but he said he's the best athlete because he played basketball and he played baseball. So he was a good one. We've had some good ones that come out of Shelby Valley.
Okay, that'll wrap it up. I want to thank Dr. Don and his crew for being here broadcasting the game tonight. Thanks, Doc.
We are about set for high school basketball action on your Intermountain Sports Network. Darren, it's a big 59th District showdown.
Absolutely understand tonight coming into this game, Pikeville has a chance to obtain a share of the lead in the 59th District. If they can overcome the Shelby Valley Wildcats here tonight, they will tie the Wildcats for first place in the 59th District, and many watchers around the region feel that this is a precursor to what will be the championship game in this district in about 3 weeks from tonight.
Absolutely, it's going to set up the whole draw and everything. Both of these teams, as you said, Darren, right now, Pikeville coming into the year wasn't favored to be in this position, but they have played excellent basketball, and these are the two favored teams down in the 59th District. They do have a couple district games left, so we don't want to jump the gun any, but this is a very important game for both teams, no doubt. As we're getting ready to send it down now for our starting lineups.
Gentlemen, welcome to tonight's 59th District matchup between the Pikeville Panthers and your home-standing Shelby Valley Wildcats. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Pikeville Panthers, coached by Dave Thomas with a record of 12 wins and 6 losses. At center, number 50, Will Isom. At guard, number 32, John Mims. At guard, number 10, Chad Anderson. At forward, number 33, Jeremiah Akers. And at forward, number 30, Chase Gibson. And now, for the home team on the scoreboard this evening, the Shelby Valley Wildcats, coached by Rodney Rowe with a record of 10 wins and 8 losses. At guard, number 11, Jason Cheney. At guard, number 23, Bradley Johnson. At forward, number 10, Chris Johnson. At forward, number 33, Jody Damron. And at center, number 21, Sterling Isaac. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play basketball.
So there's your starting lineups, and we're ready for basketball action. Should be a good one.
Understand also here tonight, Brian, they're having their Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. Of course, you've all seen in our pregame the interview with the oldest living member of the 32 regional championship team, the then Virgie Eagles, Mr. Lawrence Newsome, commenting on basketball in the 15th region way back in the day.
Back in the day when they played on dirt courts and tossed it up after every basket. And like he said, Darren, the game sure has changed. As we're getting ready to get things underway, Chase Gibson will be tipping for the Panthers. Going up for the Wildcats, Sterling Isaac. Here's the toss, and it is controlled by Shelby Valley's Chris Johnson. He gets it underneath to Isaac, up and in for 2, and he draws the foul.
Heads up play that time from Johnson. Found Isaac on the breakaway, went straight to the rim, got the bucket and the foul. First one's going to go against number 30 of Pikeville. That's Chase Gibson. His first, team's first.
So only 5 seconds into the contest, Isaac trying to put his team up 3-zip. And he does just that, rolling it home. John Mims bringing the ball up court for the Panthers. He kicks it ahead to Akers for 3. You can count it.
Off to a quick start, Brian. Both teams red hot here early. Could be a high-scoring affair if this pace stays throughout.
Cheney working the ball, gets it up to Chris Johnson. They're working against that pressure of Pikeville. They beat it underneath, but the ball is stripped away from Isaac by Mims, and Mims controls it. He kicks it up ahead to Anderson. Underneath to Isom. Pass batted away by Chris Johnson. Out of bounds, Panthers basketball.
Ron, we've seen all year long, if Pikeville Panthers are playing their style of basketball, they're going to create turnovers and get out in transition.
With it now is Anderson as he kicks it back over to Mims. Akers out top. Mims looking for Isom, gives it up to Gibson. Nowhere to go with the basketball. Gets it stripped away, and he's tied up. No, they're going to say a foul.
Great half-court defense by Shelby Valley until the first one was picked up by Jason Cheney. His first, team's first.
Coach Rowe talking with the official. He wanted a held ball that time. Mims with it out top. Shelby Valley in a man-to-man defense. Akers with the basketball, giving it back up to Gibson now. Anderson to Mims.
Isaac and Isom battling hard down the block. Good defense so far by the Wildcats.
Mims works off the Isom pick. Isom's got the basketball, kicks it back over to Mims. Isom working the baseline, puts the shot up, cannot get it to go, batted around, and last touch by Isom.
Pikeville got the mismatch they wanted. They had Isaac rotated out to the top and had Isom working against the guard down low. He just couldn't get the bucket to fall.
Here's the Panthers in their 2-2-1 trapping full court press. Cheney getting it across to Johnson. He kicks it back out to Isaac. Cheney going to set things up as Pikeville's out in the man-to-man. Cheney working his way into the lane, puts a shot up, looked like it might have been deflected by Gibson. Isom comes away with it.
Cheney's penetration going to be a key for the Wildcats tonight. That time he was unsuccessful.
Gibson gets it over to Akers for a three. You can count that one, folks.
Score it right now. Jeremiah Akers 6, Shelby Valley Wildcats 3.
And it looks like we got a 20-second timeout on the court, so we'll keep it right here. Jeremiah Akers, like you said, has been the story so far for the Panthers, and we know he can knock down that three all day long if you give him those looks, Dane.
He's proven it all throughout the season and certainly here tonight. 2 looks, opposite sides of the floor, and he's buried both of them.
6-3 our score. The Panthers on top of Shelby Valley with 6:01 remaining here in the first quarter. It will be Wildcats basketball.
The 2-2-1 full court pressure going to be put on by the Pikeville Panthers.
Chris Johnson's got the basketball, kicks it back over to Cheney. Working it up against the press. Johnson with it. Breaks the timeline, runs into Mims, who strips the basketball away. He goes up and cannot get it to fall. Battles for the board, and they're going to say him and Cheney tied up, so it'll be Panthers basketball.
Wildcats having a little bit of trouble trying to break that press. Johnson tried to go one-on-one, couldn't get it done.
Mims looking for someone to get it into, finds Anderson. Back out to Akers, trying to get it underneath the Isom. Batted away, and coming away with it is Damron of Shelby Valley. Brad Johnson gives it up to Chris. He drives into the lane, kicks it back out to Cheney, over to Damron. Cheney now with it back out top. Giving it up to Brad Johnson. Damron with it now to Isaac, working on Isom underneath. He has to kick it back out to Chris Johnson. Cheney with the basketball.
Great defense in the half court by Pikeville now being displayed. Wildcats having trouble getting their play set up.
Chris Johnson with it now. Kicks it over to Isaac. Isaac's going to fire up the three. Knocks the bottom out of it. We're tied up at 6.
Sterling Isaac matching Akers point for point now. So he has all 6 for the Wildcats.
Gibson with the basketball, gives it up to Anderson. Mims back to Anderson. Mims working off the pick, tries to give and go to Isom. He finally comes up with it. He's double teamed, needing some help, and the ball is stripped away. They're going to say held ball. It will be Wildcats possession.
Great trapping defense that time by the Wildcats. They found Isom scrambling to pick up the loose ball. They swarm him and allow him nowhere to go.
Pikeville backs off on the pressure this time. Walking it up is Jason Cheney. Gives it up to Damron. Back to Cheney now. Pikeville in a 2-3 zone. Cheney back over to Damron. Gets it under Isaac's got it now, puts it up, can't get it to fall. Chris Johnson with the board, he goes up, can't get it to go, but draws the foul.
Great board work that time by Johnson. He just slipped underneath and got to the right spot at the right time. Drew the personal from Will Ison. The first against him. Team foul number 2 for Pikeville.
Johnson, 2 shots coming his way. Can't find the range on the first one. Too hard on the second one, down with the rebounds Gibson, but Brad Johnson strips it away from him, goes up with a shot, can't get it to go. Whistle underneath, and it looks like Gibson's going to be whistled for the foul.
That is the call. Second personal against Chase Gibson, 3rd team foul. The Wildcats just out hustling the Panthers right now.
Chris Johnson working his way into the lane, goes up with a shot, puts it off the glass and in.
Beautiful spin move by Chris Johnson. Middle of the paint, down, up off the glass for his first 2.
Akers for 3. You can count that one, folks. He is 3 for 3.
Gets a wide open look. He's going to make you pay. He's done that 3 times now. Defense is going to have to rotate over.
Brad Johnson knocking it down on the other end. He had a foot on the line. That's just a 2. Mims coming with it hard. He's going to back things out. Shelby Valley up 11-9, 3:25 to go here in the first quarter. Ison out high, gives it up to Gibson. Ison popping back out high once again, works it over to Akers. Akers trying to give it up to Anderson, has the ball deflected, coming away with its Ison. Mims has got it now.
Great recovery defense right now by the Wildcats. They're just shutting down every angle that the Panthers trying to get.
Gibson trying to work his way on the baseline, and there's that defense of the Wildcats once again forcing him to travel.
Defense has caused 5 turnovers already. That is the Wildcat defense. Pikeville's turned the ball over 5 times now. The Wildcats only 3.
Pikeville back into that 2-2-1 trapping press. Cheney back over to Johnson. Johnson kicks it ahead to Brad Johnson now. Gives it up to Cheney to Dameron. Isaac's got it now. He's double teamed. He puts the ball on the floor, which he shouldn't do underneath. It's stripped away and Anderson's got it. Mims looking underneath. Decides to back things back out.
Both teams still being very patient on offense, setting their plays up, seeing what's going to work, what the defense is going to bring to them.
Anderson working the basketball, and he's going to draw a foul.
Personal goes against number 33, Jody Dameron. His first, team foul number 2.
Checking in for Dameron is going to be Daniel Newsome now for the Shelby Valley Wildcats. Akers with the basketball, gives it up to Anderson, thinks about the 3, drives in, spot up, knocks it down.
Great move by Chad Anderson that time. He got his man in the air, so he steps around for a little closer shot, makes it count.
Brad Johnson for 3, no good. Tap, no good. Ison working for the board, jerks it down. Gives it up to Aaron Miller, who has checked into the Panthers lineup. Mims with it now. Gives it over to Akers. Miller back out top. Mims trying to find his big man. He does, but Ison cannot hang on to it. Coming away with it is Chris Johnson. He kicks it ahead to Newsome. Gives it up to Isaac out top. Cheney. Brad Johnson, tries to give it up to Chris Johnson. He loses the handle. Aaron Miller coming away with it for the Panthers. Akers for 3. Cannot find the range, gets his own board though. Gives it up to Mims, works the baseline, puts the shot up and in, and draws the foul.
Basket counts. Personal goes against Sterling Isaac. His first, team's 3rd.
Julius Coates now checking into the Panthers lineup, and checking in for the Shelby Valley Wildcats is Jason Tackett. Mims stepping to the stripe now, trying to complete the three-point play. His team up 13-11 with 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. Knocks it down, 14-11. Chris Johnson with the basketball. Kicks it back over to Cheney, up ahead to Newsome. As they break the pressure, it's back out to Cheney. Pikeville in the man-to-man defense. Newsome giving it up to Isaac. Back to Cheney. Tackett's got the basketball out top, gives it up to Chris Johnson. Both teams, as you said, Darren, being very patient in their half-court set.
And a great deal of that has got to do with the defense from the opponent. Both defenses playing very sharp right now in the half-court set.
Cheney's got the basketball, gives it up to Isaac. They're giving him the shot. He takes it, cannot get it to go. Whistle underneath, and looks like Tackett's going to be whistled for pushing off.
Tackett doing what you're supposed to do as a big man, clearing out space. That time he got caught by the official and picked up the personal. His first, team's fourth.
26 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Pikeville on top, 14-11. The Panthers most likely will hope for the last shot here as Mims walks it up. Shelby Valley in a 2-3 zone right now.
I'm sure the Wildcats are just going to be patient, no fouls, create good defensive pressure. Don't give them a chance at 3 points.
Mims with it. We're down to 2 seconds. He fires the shot. Can't get it to go. Coates' follow. Will not fall. So after 1 quarter of play, it's the Pikeville Panthers 14, the Shelby Valley Wildcats 11. We'll be right back on your Intermountain Sports Network.
With winter upon us, you can count on Gearhart Broadband to keep your home connected. Gearhart TV connects you to a world of entertainment with great digital features, DVR, and lots of HD channels. High-speed internet connects you to the web faster than ever. And next-gen digital phone connects friends and family for less. If you don't have all 3 connections yet, it's a great time to bundle up for the winter. Call our friendly customer service team and start saving today with Gearhart Broadband.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
My family means everything, and I'll do whatever it takes to make sure they're safe in our home. I started with this, a whole home security system with 24/7 monitoring. We control our system from anywhere, and wherever I am, I can see my family's okay.
You'd do anything to protect your family. Start with this, a smart home security system from Gearhart Security. Call or visit GearhartSecurity.com to learn more.
Sports Center, it's the Shelby Valley Wildcats hosting the Pikeville Panthers. After 1 quarter of play, the Panthers on top, 14-11.
Great quarter of basketball that first quarter was, Brian. Both teams up and down the floor, scoring equally. Just fun to watch.
Playing excellent defense, too, especially in their half-court set. John Mims with the basketball. Pikeville will have it first here to start out the second quarter. Shelby Valley back into a man-to-man now. Mims still dribbling around. Gives it up to Miller, to Akers. Cheney's closing up on him now. Mims with it. Akers has got the basketball, makes a move toward the basket. His pass is deflected. Coming away with it's Isaac. Another turnover on the Panthers. Cheney gives it up to Chris Johnson. And he tries to get it over to Isaac. Intercepted by Mims. Goes all the way and lays it up and in.
Just great anticipation that time by John Mims. He read the pass all the way, stepped in front, goes the length of the floor for a layup.
And we have a timeout on the court. Looks like it's going to be a full one, so we'll break away on your Intermountain Sports Network. It's the Pikeville Panthers 16, the Shelby Valley Wildcats 11.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy. The genuine, the original Overhead Door for all of life's little ups and downs.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. Forward pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at just $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text. Add 3 gigabyte of data for only $29.99 a month. 6 gigabyte of data, $39.99. Or take it to the max with unlimited data plus, only $89.99, which has 50 gigabytes of high-speed data. All the features without the long-term commitment. It's forward pay because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Both teams breaking huddle. We're getting ready to get back underway here. It will be Shelby Valley's basketball. They find themselves down by 5, 16-11 with 7:04 to go here in the second quarter. Walking it up is Jason Cheney. Looks like Pikeville was moved to a 3-2 zone now. They give it up to Chris Johnson in the corner. Back out top to Cheney. Cheney drives in, gives it up to Isaac. He's been in the lane a while, no call. Johnson puts a shot up, no good. Cleared by Isom. Kicks it up ahead now to Akers. Mims with the basketball. He's double teamed right now, dribbles out of it, works the baseline. Beautiful pass to Isom, but the basketball stripped away by Isaac. Pikeville will maintain possession.
Good decision that time by Mims, too. He realized he had a speed advantage on Tackett, so he takes it straight to the rim and gets the good penetration and dish.
Mims looking for someone to get it into, finds Akers. He drives in, puts up about a 7-footer. His shot was deflected. Coming away with it is Cheney, and we have a player down on the court, Sterling Isaac. He gets up and goes back down. Looks like he may have took a shot to the face there or something. So Isaac is going to get back up and go sit down on the bench now. And checking in for him is going to be number 40, Shannon Akers.
Isaac seems to be favoring the left ankle right now. Wants to check it and keep you up to date as much as possible. I'm sure Coach Rowe wants that young man back on the floor as soon as possible.
Absolutely, that is one of his main players underneath especially. He gets under there and mixes things up. Akers gets it into Cheney, Pikeville, and that full court trapping press. Cheney back to Johnson. He breaks the timeline, tries to get it underneath the Dameron, and does. He puts it up and in off the glass.
Well, gutsy pass. It's beautiful when it works, though, and Dameron gets the benefit of an easy layup for his first bucket of the night.
Isom went for the steal, did not get it, left Dameron all alone. Mims with the basketball, drives into the lane, kicks it off to Miller, nowhere to go, back out to Mims. Mims setting up a play, gives it up to Miller. Akers out top to Anderson, back to Mims. Anderson. Mims with it now. Works off a screen from Isom, kicks it back to him. Beautiful play, but Isom cannot get the shot to fall. And we've got a whistle underneath.
The personal goes against number 33, Jeremiah Akers. His first, team's fourth.
16-13 our score. Pikeville on top of Shelby Valley. 5:20 to go here in the second quarter. Cheney gives it over to Johnson. Gets it ahead to Akers as they break the pressure. Dameron with the basketball. Nice dish to Akers, who goes up and gets the shot blocked, but they're going to call out Aaron Miller for the foul.
Miller exploded across the lane to get the block. The official says he got some body as well, and that'll be his first personal. Team foul number 5.
So Shannon Akers now stepping to the line for 2 shots. Makes good on his first one. Cannot find the range on the second one. Coming down with the board is Anderson. Mims with the basketball, gives it up to Gibson. Gibson works his way into the lane, puts the shot up, no good, gets his own board, cannot get it to fall, but he'll draw a foul.
Personal goes against number 33 of Shelby Valley. That's Jody Dameron. His second, team's fifth.
As Pikeville will inbounds the basketball underneath. Mims gets it into Miller. Akers with it now. Right back to Mims, working the baseline. Kicks it out top to Anderson, over to Miller. Gibson's got it underneath. Beautiful spin move up and in off the board. Johnson, a long pass down court to Dameron as he break the pressure. Cheney with it, right back to Dameron, who's going to put up the 3. Cannot get it to go. Battle underneath, coming away with it's Akers, who puts it up and in. 18-16 our score. Pikeville on top by 2. Mims working one-on-one against Brad Johnson, gets the shot to go and draws the foul.
Explosive first step from John Mims. We've seen it all year. One more time. Shows us what he can do as he goes straight to the rim. He draws the personal from number 23 of Shelby Valley, Brad Johnson. His second, team 6th.
Joey Stone checking into the Pikeville lineup now as Mims steps to the stripe, trying to complete the 3-point play for the second time tonight, and he cannot do it. Akers down with the rebound. Akers done a great job since he's come in for Coach Rowe.
He's already grabbed 2 rebounds. He's got 3 points, so he's filling in nicely off the bench.
Pass deflected by Mims. He's hustling. He cannot save it, though. Great hustle by Pikeville's floor general, John Mims. Cheney's going to walk it up. Gives it up to Chris Johnson. Back over to Akers. Brad Johnson puts the 3 up and knocks it down. No, they're going to say it's a 2. He had a foot on the line.
Brad Johnson's got the touch from outside. He just gets the footwork down. Those will be 3s instead of 2s.
Jeremiah Akers with the basketball for the Panthers. Stone with it now. Back to Akers. Akers driving towards the hoop. Draws a foul.
Personal's going to go against number 11, Jason Cheney. His second. Team foul number 7. So the Panthers will enter the 1-and-1 bonus with 3:29 to go here in the first half.
Checking in for Shelby Valley is Daniel Newsome. Having a seat will be Jason Cheney, and we've got a 20-second timeout on the court, taken by the Pikeville Panthers. 2018 our score, 3:29 to go here in the second quarter. So far, Darren, it's been everything we expected.
No, it really has been a shootout up here tonight. Both these teams come out hot early offensively, get some points on the board, but neither team has let down at all. Both teams still going full throttle right now, and it's a highly competitive game, what we love to watch and see.
As Pikeville breaks huddle, the Wildcats do the same. As Akers is going to step to the line now for one and the bonus. First one up, and he cannot get it to go. Gibson with the rebound, loses control of it. Scramble underneath, coming away with it is Chris Johnson. He kicks it ahead to Newsome, fires the three. Count it.
Daniel Newsome off the bench. First shot up and good for three.
Beautiful pass that time from John Mims, finding Jeremiah Akers all by his lonesome underneath. Chris Johnson working the point now for Shelby Valley as Cheney's getting a breather on the bench. Chris Johnson's in the lane, goes up, and a whistle. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on a Pikeville Panther.
And it's going to be Chase Gibson picking up his third personal foul, team foul number 6. And that's a big one for a starter. 3 in the first half is a no-no.
And Julius Coates is going to come in the lineup for Gibson now. Chris Johnson at the line for 2, a chance to give his team the lead. The first one will not fall. 22-21 is our score. Pikeville on top. 2:52 to go in the second. He cannot find the range on the second one either. Battle underneath for the board. Akers throws it in. Isom controls it. Kicks it ahead to Akers. Jeremiah Akers of Pikeville gives it up to Coates. He's double teamed quickly. Kicks it back out to Akers. Mims has got it. Works his way over to the right side. He finds him a step, dishes the ball off, but before he does, he's going to draw a foul from a Wildcat.
Personal goes against Shannon Akers, number 40 of Shelby Valley. His first, team's 8th.
Chad Anderson now checking back into the Panthers lineup. Joey Stone having a seat. Mims at the line for 1 and 1. He misses. Akers down with the board for Shelby Valley. He gives it up to Johnson. Mims nearly strips it away. Johnson double team, kicks it ahead to Dameron. Over to Newsome in the corner. Chris Johnson with the basketball. Back to Newsome. He puts up the 3. He knocks that one down.
Daniel Newsome, 2 for 2 from beyond the three-point arc, 6 points in the game. Great boost off the bench for Coach Rodney Rowe.
And gives the Wildcats the lead at 24-22. Mims gives it over to Akers. He's got his man beat, drives hard to the hole, can't get the shot to fall, but he's going to draw a foul.
Wildcat defense is late, rotating over that time. Jody Dameron will pick up his third personal, team foul number 9. So a starter for either team now with 3 personals here in the first half. Dameron of Shelby Valley and Gibson for the Panthers.
And it looks like Dusty Hall now is going to check into the lineup for the Wildcats, replacing Jody Dameron. Akers puts up the shot and knocks it down. One more coming his way. He got it. We're tied at 24 with 1:44 to go in the second quarter. Let's see how Hall handles this pressure. He's guarded closely there by Chad Anderson. He gives it up to Chris Johnson. Kicks it over to Brad Johnson, firing up the 3, no good. Battle for the board, and last touched by a Wildcat. It'll be Pikeville basketball.
And Newsome battled Isom hard that time. Was the last man to touch the ball, so the Panthers will get possession.
Mims gives it up to Akers. Out top to Coates, who fires up the shot. No good. Down with the rebound. Brad Johnson gives it up to Chris. He can feel Mims behind him. Kicks it back out to Brad for three. No good. Awesome down with the rebound. John Mims looking ahead. Kicks it over to Coates. Back to Mims now.
Wildcats stay in their man-to-man defense. Like the Panthers earn every basket.
We're down to 45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Anderson gets it underneath the Coates. Fakes the shot. Goes up. Cannot get it to go off the glass. Brad Johnson with the rebound. As Coach Rowe tells him to hold up. 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Looks like the Wildcats are going to hold for the last shot. Dusty Hall with the basketball. Gives it right back to Chris Johnson. Mims working him hard. He gives it up to Newsome.
And this Pikeville pressure defense has pushed him. The Wildcats all the way back to the mid-court stripe.
Johnson works his way in, gives it up to Hall, who takes steps.
Hall started for the basket and seen Big Will Isom in the path. Made him take an extra step, and that's a turnover.
2 seconds on the clock. Mims with it. He puts it up and cannot get it to go. So at the half, we are tied up at 24. We'll take a break and be right back on your Intermountain Sports Network.
With winter upon us, you can count on Gearhart Broadband to keep your home connected.
Welcome back to the campus of Shelby Valley High School. We are at the half where the Wildcats are hosting the Pikeville Panthers. We're tied up at
channels. High-speed internet connects you to the web faster than ever. And next-gen digital phone connects friends and family for less. If you don't have all three connections yet, it's a great time to bundle up for the winter. Call our friendly customer service team and start saving today with Gearhart Broadband. As we start a fresh new year, it's a great time for a home Wi-Fi upgrade. For wireless devices, your internet's only as fast as your Wi-Fi. And with so many screens and gadgets, you need all the speed you can get. That's why Gearhart Broadband offers Plume Adaptive Wi-Fi to reach every corner of your home with no slow zones. Get maximum performance from our super fast, reliable speeds. Contact Gearhart Broadband and add Plume Wi-Fi for a great new year.
Welcome back to the campus of Shelby Valley High School. We are at the half where the Wildcats are hosting the Pikeville Panthers. We're tied up at 24 with the first half numbers. Here's Darren Gerhardt.
Thank you, Brian. First for the visitors here tonight, the Pikeville Panthers led the scoring in the first half by Jeremiah Akers. 13 points for him. John Mims had 10. Chase Gibson had a field goal for 2. Total of 24 halftime points for the Panthers. Pikeville was 3 of 6 from beyond the three-point arc, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. They finished the first half with 10 rebounds and 9 turnovers. Flip it over now, look at the homestanding Wildcats. Led in scoring in the first half by Daniel Newsome. 6 points for him. Brad Johnson had 4. Sterling Isaac had 7 before he was injured and had to sit down. Chris Johnson with a field goal. And Jody Dameron also had a field goal. 24 total points for the Wildcats in the first half. Shelby Valley was 2 for 2 from beyond the three-point line. 3 of 8 from the free throw line. They finished the first half with 8 rebounds and 8 turnovers, and just a great played basketball game all the way around, Brian.
Absolutely was in that first half. The only thing that either coach may not be happy about is the Pikeville Panthers coach Dave Thomas maybe would like to play a little more up-tempo pace out there, but his team is playing hard as they always do. Shelby Valley probably playing at the tempo they'd like to have right now.
Yeah, and Coach Rose really dictated that tempo with timeouts. Anytime that Pikeville seemed to be getting a little momentum going their way and getting up-tempo, call a timeout, he would stop it, slow it back down, and just a great job from the sideline so far in this one.
Right now we're going to send it down to PA announcer for some halftime activities here at Shelby Valley High School.
Okay, first of all, from the 32 team, Steve Benedict. Steve Benedict. And accepting on behalf of Steve Benedict is his brother, Mr. Johnny Benedict. Okay. Also from the 32 team, Marvin Branham. Marvin Branham. Also from the 32 team, Franklin Hamilton. Franklin Hamilton. The 32 team, Ed Johnson. Mr. Ed Johnson. Are you receiving for Franklin Hamilton? Okay. Thank you, sir. For the 32 team, Mr. Lawrence Newsome. And Mr. Newsome, Mr. Lawrence Newsome is the sole surviving member of the 1932 team. Thank you. Okay.
You gave one too many. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, from the 1932 team, Robert Osborne. Robert Osborne. From the 32 team, Harold Shipley. Mr. Harold Shipley. From the 32 team, Mr. Astor Tackett. Mr. Astor Tackett. From the 32 team, Mr. Chandas Tackett. Chandas Tackett. You accepting for Chandas? Okay. Okay, what's your name, please?
Mary Fern Childers. They're my brothers.
Okay, this is Mary Fern Childers is accepting on behalf of her brothers, Astor and Chandas Tackett. Yeah, why don't you while I call them off. And from the 32 team, Manuel Tackett. Manuel Tackett. Okay, this is the 1942 team, manager, Gene Burke. Gene Burke. And from the 42 team, Caney Castle. This is the Dorton team, Caney Castle. Okay. From the 42 team, Klein Greer. Mr. Klein Greer. Klein Greer. And from the 42 team, Monroe Hall. Monroe Hall. From the 42 team, Ray Hall. Mr. Ray Hall. From the 42 team, Freeman Johnson. Freeman Johnson. Mr. Freeman Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. And from the 42 team, Bill Looney. Mr. Bill Looney. And from the 42 team, Raymond Mullins. Mr. Raymond Mullins. From the 42 team, Truman Mullins. Mr. Truman Mullins from the 42 team. From the 42 team, the coach was Mr. Charles Spears. I understand that Mr. Spears now lives in Lexington. From the 42 team, Mr. Charlie Wright. Charlie Wright, I know he's here. Mr. Wright. There you go. While Mr. Wright's making his way up, I'd like to make a comment or two about this gentleman. Known him for a long time. He's a great educator and a great schoolman, Mr. Charlie Wright. Great honor to have him here tonight. Okay. No, I don't know which one. Okay, Mr. Wright informs me that some of those gentlemen's names we called up are deceased, so floor is off in their honor. Mr. Roy Wright. Mr. Roy Wright from the 42 team.
This is the on that 32 team, Robert M. Ramon is supposed to be picking up for his...
Yeah, he was in Lexington.
No, he's here now.
Oh, is he? Who was he picking up for?
For Marvin.
Okay, we'll get over to him in a second.
This is the Virgie 62.
Okay, from the Virgie 62 team, Johnny Gar Adkins. Johnny Adkins. From the Virgie High School 62 team, Larry Bartley. Just Larry? No, we got guys for this team. And from the Virgie 62 team, Mr. Don Blair. Mr. Blair. Don Blair. Don's here somewhere.
Little younger teams coming in.
Yeah. There you go, Mr. Blair. We appreciate you. From the 62 team, manager Larry Burke. Larry Burke. From the 62 team, manager Richard Dickey Burke. Richard Dickey Burke. And from the 62 team, Mr. Tommy Castle. Tommy Castle.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Thomas. From the 62 team, Bruce Hall. Mr. Bruce Hall. From the 62 team, Mr. Frankie Johnson. I'd like to recognize Mr. Johnson. He's a former teacher here at Shelby Valley and a longtime scorekeeper here in the 15th region. Mr. Frankie Johnson. Mr. Teddy Little. Mr. Teddy Little. Mr. Glenn Mercer. Glenn Mercer. Glenn? Okay. Mr. Dale Osborne. Dale Osborne. Coach of the 1962 team, Mr. Virgil Osborne. Virgil. This is a legendary coach here in the 15th region, Mr. Virgil Osborne.
I'll get some of those other that back.
And from the 62 team, Johnny Ratliff, Mr. Johnny Ratliff. From the 62 team, Alna Tackett. Alna Tackett. From the 62 team, Arnold Tackett. From the 62 team, Clifford Tackett. Clifford Tackett. Oh, okay. Accepting for Alan Tackett, his sister Lois, for Alan Tackett. From the 62 team, another longtime educator here in the Kentucky area, Mr. Lynn Tackett. Mr. Lynn Tackett. There you go, sir. And the assistant coach on the 1962 team, another legend in basketball here in the Shelby Valley area, Coach Dale Tribbett. Coach Tribbett. Coach Tribbett's still playing every day, in case you don't know. I see Coach Tribbett playing about every night down at the YMCA. And also coach for the 62 team, Hobart Winburn. Hobart Winburn. Okay, the next team is the 77, 78, and 79 teams from Virgin High School, Mr. Randy Bentley. Randy Bentley. Randy Bentley. Randy. Okay. And on the same team, Raymond Hall. Raymond Hall. No, Randy Gibson. Somebody come to the ring. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Raymond Hall. The coach on the 67, 78, 79, 81, and 82 team, assistant coach, Mr. Carl Johnson. Mr. Johnson. And Mr. Johnson is also a well-known educator, a former member of the faculty here at Shelby Valley, and it's a great honor to have him here tonight. Mr. Johnson is also helping us this year with our girls team, so we're very, very pleased to have him here. And the gentleman here beside me who is helping out tonight, who played on the 77, 78, and 79 team, Mr. Jenny Kaiser. Jimmy also does the plot for us here at Shelby Valley, so we appreciate him. The coach on the 77, 78 team, Mr. Eugene Lyons. Mr. Eugene Lyons. Mr. Lyons is currently the athletic director at Pike County Central High School. On the 77, 78, and 79 team, Mike May. Mr. Mike May. Do we have a mic? Mike here? And also on the 77, 78, and 79 team, Jeff McPeak. Jeff McPeak.
I know he's here.
Is he here? Yeah, Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff McPeak. Good to see you, Jeff. From the 1977 team, Chester. It's got Newsome, but I believe it's supposed to be Johnson. Chester Johnson.
was the only one that wasn't, I believe.
I guess when they filled us out, Chester, they got tired of so many Newsomes being on those teams, so they wanted to add another one. You'll fix this.
Let's go, Chip.
And from the 77, 78, and 79 team, Greg Newsome. Greg Newsome. Good to see you, Greg. And from the 77 team, Jeff K. Newsome. Jeff K. Newsome. Thanks, sir. From the 77 team, Jeff Newsome, better known as Big Jeff Newsome. Big Jeff. This takes one look and you can tell why they call him Big Jeff.
That's supposed to have 78 on it, too.
Okay, the 77, 78 team, Mr. Robert Newsome. Robert Newsome.
He ain't here?
Accepting on Robert's side, Jeff, his brother Jeff. 77, 78, 79 team, Stoney Newsome. Stoney Newsome. The 1978 team, Mike Adams. Mike Adams. Paul Michael Adams. And the 78-79 team, David Hall. Mr. David Hall.
Yes, it was.
Also on the 1978 team, Arnie Harmon. Arnie Harmon. On the 78, 80, and 81 team, Coach Rodney Rowe. Coach Rowe.
You didn't know about 1962 Glenn Mercer, his sister's here.
Yeah, she came down. Yes, yeah. The 78, 79 team, Terry Spears. Mr. Terry Spears.
Good to see you, Ted.
And the 1979, 81, 82 coach, Richard Hopkins. Richard Hopkins. The 1979-81 boys player Byron Johnson. Byron Johnson. '79 team from Virgin High School, Randy May. Randy May. And the 1979, 81, 82, probably one of the best players to ever play in the 15th region, Mr. Todd May. And the coach for the 1979, 81, and 82 team, Bobby Osborne. Bobby Osborne. I thank Bobby. And the 1981 team, Darvin Belcher. Darvin Belcher. 1981-82 team, Keith Caseboat. That's the same Keith Caseboat of WINT fame. Keith Caseboat. 1981 team, Jimmy Gold. That's the way you pronounce it. Gold, I guess, Gold. The 1981 team, Mr. Dale Gerald. And Mr. Gerald is currently a faculty member here at Shelby Valley High School. I believe we called him Mr. Excitement back in those days. 1981-82, Tommy Newsome. Accepting for Tommy's his brother, Greg. And the 1981-82 team, Brett Osborne. The 1981-82 team, Gerald Osborne. Say the big guy's not here. The 1981 team, Craig Tackett. Craig not here. 1982 team, Jeff Dameron. While Jeff's coming down to receive his certificate, on the same team, 1982, Scott Markham. The 1982 team, Mark Osborne. 1982 team, Brian Roberts.
This one people always would have.
And one that was misplaced, I believe, out of one of the teams from a few years ago, Roy Dameron. Ladies and gentlemen, briefly, and I'd like to thank you for your patience. We do have some but team plaques that will be posted in the school honoring these teams. And we'd like to thank everyone involved in this. And we've almost forgot one person.
His in for me is Floyd Tackett.
I think he stole his.
It's Floyd.
1982 team, Floyd Tackett. And also from that same team, we'd like to recognize Mr. Greg Maker. And Mr. Rowe would like to thank Rita Bartley and Teresa Wright for all their help in putting this together. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. Forward pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at just $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text. Add 3 gigabyte of data for only $29.99 a month. 6 gigabyte of data, $39.99. Or take it to the max with unlimited data plus, only $89.99, which has 50 gigabytes of high-speed data. All the features without the long-term commitment. It's forward pay because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Our family relies on the internet every day. We both work from home at times, so our Wi-Fi just has to be there. We learn with it, laugh with it, and count on it for all kinds of things in our home.
Your family depends on strong internet and Wi-Fi. That's why Gearhart Broadband provides fast internet speeds and Plume Whole Home Wi-Fi to meet your needs every day. To learn more about our internet and Wi-Fi choices, visit Gearhart Broadband online.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm Attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Welcome back to the campus of Shelby Valley High School, where tonight the Shelby Valley Wildcats are playing host to the Pikeville Panthers. Finally got it out there, and in the 59th district matchup at the half, we're tied up at 24. Both teams huddling up as the final few seconds run off the clock. It will be Wildcats basketball to start the third quarter. Chris Johnson will inbounds the basketball for the Wildcats. Jason Cheney will bring it across, waiting on him, John Mims. Cheney gets a pick from Isaac, gives it underneath to Chris Johnson, goes up, no good. Down with the board, Jody Dameron kicks it back out to Brad Johnson. He works it over to Cheney, now with it to Isaac. Chris Johnson underneath, beautiful spin move, puts it up and in.
Chris Johnson just going to work on the blocks. That spin move one more time, off glass, two more.
Chase Gibson gets it underneath to Isom, who tries to put up the shot. He is fouled. Looks like it's going to go against Sterling Isaac.
That is the call. Isaac picks up his second personal foul, team foul number 1. Even though Isaac is unhappy with the personal, I'm sure he's happy to be back on the floor. Remember back in the second quarter, he went down with an ankle injury. Recuperated during halftime, is now back out into action.
Isom now stepping to the line for 2 shots. Knocks down the first one. Trying to tie this ball game back up. He cannot do it. Down with the rebound, Sterling Isaac. 26-25, Shelby Valley on top. Brad Johnson works his way into the lane, puts the shot up and in off the board. Mims working quickly the other way with the basketball. Once again, Shelby Valley back on D. Mims kicks it over to Anderson, who loses control. Cheney has got a layup. Nice hustle by Akers, but in the end it doesn't pay off as Cheney gets it to go and draws the foul.
Personal against Akers, his second, team foul number 1. Turnover number 10 for the Panthers in the ball game.
And just like that, Coach Dave Thomas wants to talk things over as he's going to take a 20-second timeout. Shelby Valley has come out and put 6 quick points up on the board opposed to Pikeville's 1 and on a 30-25 lead.
The Wildcats have completely switched their game plan from the first half. It was all slow down, set it up, and now they're out and running and making that work.
Nice ball movement early, too, for the Wildcats, getting the basketball low down on the block and using that backboard to put the ball in. Cheney will step to the stripe now, trying to complete the three-point play. And he cannot get it to roll home for him. Down with the board, Isom. Mims with the basketball for the Panthers. Kicks it over to Aaron Miller. Back to Mims. Mims working the right side, puts the shot up, and it goes.
Mims picks his scoring back up, now has a dozen for the ball game.
Long pass down to Brad Johnson. He goes up and lays it in over top of Isom, who tried to draw the charge that time, does not get it.
In just a couple minutes, Brad Johnson has doubled his points for the game, now stands at 8.
Mims working one-on-one. Nice dish to Miller, who lays it up and in.
Wildcats are standing the man-to-man defense. That's the only weak spot of it, is the speed of John Mims.
Brad Johnson's got the basketball. Gives it up to Chris, who might have took some steps, but he puts the shot up, no good. Battle for the board, coming away with Dameron. Gives it up to Cheney. He gets it over to Brad Johnson. He drives into the lane, dishes off to Chris Johnson, loses control of it, and they're going to say last touch by John Mims, Shelby Valley basketball.
You got to credit the hustler, John Mims. He dives out of bounds trying to get the ball back. Just couldn't regain control.
Chase Gibson checking into the Panthers lineup, replacing Will Isom. Cheney gets it into Johnson, and Gibson blocks it. Anderson with the basketball for the Panthers. Kicks it back out top to Mims. He fires the three. Cannot get it to go. Chris Johnson comes away with it. He kicks it up ahead to Brad Johnson. Works his way in and throws it directly to Chase Gibson.
And turnovers now starting to be a problem for the Wildcats as they picked up 3 in the last couple of minutes.
Miller kicks it over to Mims. Miller to Akers. Akers has the ball batted away. Scramble. Anderson tries to throw it to Gibson, and finally tapping it to Chris Johnson is Sterling Isaac. Cheney setting things up. Dameron to Chris Johnson, working on Gibson. Kicks it back out to Cheney. Isaac's got it now. Back to Chris Johnson. He moves into the lane, goes up with a shot. Cannot get it to row home for him. He gets the board, though, and goes right back up, but it gets it blocked. He gets the basketball back and give him an A for effort there. He hung with it.
Sure determination for Chris Johnson, as you said, Brian. 2 offensive rebounds, and he finally gets the bucket.
Wildcats on top, 34-29. 4:22 to go here in the quarter. The basketball stripped away from Mims. Chris Johnson's got it. Nice bounce pass to Cheney, who puts it up and in. Mims working one-on-one. He's going to draw a foul.
Personal goes against number 10, Chris Johnson of Shelby Valley. His first, team's second.
And checking back in for the Panthers is Will Isom. Having a seat, Chad Anderson. Mims looking for someone to get it into, finds Akers. He kicks it over to Miller. Shelby Valley really keeping an eye on Akers after he knocked down those 3 3-pointers in the first quarter. He's got the basketball out top. Kicks it over to Mims. Pikeville being very patient right now. Mims still with the basketball. He's going to work the baseline. Puts the shot up, can't get it to go, but he'll draw a foul.
Personal going to go against number 33, Jody Dameron. That's a big personal for him. That's number 4. Third team foul.
And once again, we see John Mims with that quick first step. As Daniel Newsome now has checked into the lineup for Jody Dameron. Mims at the line 4-2. Cannot get the first one to go. Second one up, and it's short. Coming away with the rebound, Brad Johnson. Cheney gives it up to Chris Johnson. He loses control of the basketball. Coming away with it, Newsome. He finds Isaac for 3. No good. John Mims is going to come away with it. He has no numbers. He kicks it out, tries to kick it out to Jeremiah Akers, and it's stolen away by Chris Johnson. Cheney kicks it out to Isaac. Cheney back out top with it. Pikeville in that man-to-man. Chris Johnson thinks about the three, gives it over to Isaac. Newsome's got it. He puts his shot up. It's blocked by Miller. He gets it back, kicks it over to Chris Johnson. Nowhere to go with it as Gibson cuts off the baseline. Brad Johnson goes up from about 16, no good. Daniel Newsome with the board, goes up, can't get it to go, but he gets fouled.
Personal goes against number 3, Aaron Miller of Pikeville. His second, team second.
Daniel Newsome stepping to the line now for 2 shots. His team up 36-29 with 2:37 to go here in the third quarter. Too hard on the first one. As Shannon Akers is checking into the Wildcat lineup now, replacing Sterling Isaac. Newsome's second one is there. 37-29. The Wildcats on top of the Panthers. Mims gives it over to Gibson. Gibson decides to put it on the floor, spins into the lane, has it stripped away by Johnson. Akers kicks it over to Newsome. Back out top to Cheney. Brad Johnson over to Akers. He's going to fire a three. No good. Battle for the rebound underneath, and they're going to say last touch by Wildcat. It will be Panthers basketball.
Well, to start this second half, Brian, the Wildcats really came out firing away hot from the floor, jumped out to the lead, and since then it's been rather sloppy play on both ends. A lot of action, not much basketball.
Mims walking it up now for the Panthers. He's double teamed, dribbles his way out of it, works his way down the lane, puts the shot up, no good, but Akers is going to foul him.
Personal against Shannon Akers, his second, team foul number 4.
John Mims stepping to the line now for 2 shots. First one's in there. Mims makes good on both of them. Chad Anderson now checking back into the Panthers lineup. Having a seat, Will Isom. 37-31 our score, Shelby Valley on top. Cheney gives it up to Johnson. They're working against that pressure. Long pass down court, intercepted by Gibson. He tries to work underneath to Anderson. His pass deflected right back to him. He goes up for the shot and draws a foul.
Personal going to go against Shelby Valley. Number 10, Chris Johnson, his second, team's 5th.
So Gibson steps to the line now with 2 shots coming his way. Too hard on the first one. Sterling Isaac now checking back in to the Wildcat lineup, replacing Shannon Akers. Gibson knocks down the second one, 37-32, Wildcats on top. Cheney gives it over to Johnson. Kicks it ahead now to Brad Johnson, working the baseline, puts the shot up, and it will not roll home for him. Coming away with it is John Mims. He's on the run. He kicks it out to Akers, who puts up the 3, and he knocks it down.
Jeremiah Akers has been red hot all night from out beyond that arc. 4 of 5, 80% shooting from the three-point line.
As Coach Rodney Rowe wants a timeout to talk to his troops, this is just a 20-second timeout. They had built them About 11-point lead there, wasn't it, Darren? Now it's cut to 2, 37 to 35 as the Panthers have come storming back.
This quarter's been a quarter of spurts all the way. The first 2 minutes belonged to the Wildcats. The next 2 minutes were nobody's. And here the last minute and a half or so, the Pikeville Panthers have put together a run of their own.
Both teams breaking huddle, getting ready. Get back to action here. It will be Wildcats basketball, and the Panthers will be in that 2-2-1 trapping full court press. Well, actually now it looks like a man-to-man. As they double team Chris Johnson, who kicks it ahead to Newsome, up to Cheney. They got the numbers. Brad Johnson puts it up and in.
Great play to break the pressure. Just good ball movement. Diagonal passing. You get a layup out of it. 2 more points for the Wildcats.
Mims with the basketball. He kicks it over to Miller. Mims to Akers. Anderson's got it now over on the left wing. Mims got it. He's driving into the middle, and he's going to draw a foul.
He always does.
Personal goes against number 23, Brad Johnson, his second. Wildcat foul number 6.
And that's a big number here, as Pikeville only has 2 team fouls, and that's thanks a lot to John Mims, who's been working the baseline and driving into the paint. His pass to Gibson is too high. Coming away with it is Isaac. Cheney with it out top. Mims applying pressure. Kicks it over to Brad Johnson. Chris has got it out top. Fakes the 3. Kicks it out to Brad, who will fire the 3. And he'll put it in.
Brad Johnson has 9 points in the quarter. 13 now for the game.
We're down to 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 42-35 our score. Shelby Valley on top. Panthers working for the last shot of the quarter. Akers drives in, kicks it back out to Mims. We're down to 6 seconds on the clock. They're clearing out for Mims, who drives in, puts the shot up. It will not go, but he gets fouled.
Personal goal is against number 11, Jason Cheney, his third. And that's team foul number 7, as you mentioned earlier, Brian. 1-1 situation now for the Panthers for the remainder of the contest.
Mims now at the line for 2 shots. Knocks down the first one. To stop a 5-0 run by the Wildcats. His second one in there also, 42-37. Johnson gets it into Newsome. Long heave down court, and he throws it out of bounds. They let the clock run out. There was still a little bit of time left on the clock. But they're going to say that does it for the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's Shelby Valley 42, the Pikeville Panthers 37.
It's been a tough year, and Gearhart Broadband is here to help by providing the Affordable Connectivity Program to qualifying customers. While the allotted federal funds last, if anyone in your household meets one of these eligibility criteria, Gearhart Broadband may be able to reduce your current broadband bill by up to $30 a month. To find out if you qualify or to apply, visit imctv.com/ACP. Gearhart Broadband. Better broadband means better lives.
My family means everything, and I'll do whatever it takes to make sure they're safe in our home. I started with this, a whole home security system with 24/7 monitoring. We control our system from anywhere, and wherever I am, I can see my family's okay.
You'd do anything to protect your family. Start with this, a smart home security system from Gearhart Security. Call or visit gearhartsecurity.com to learn more. It's a brand new year, and you've got new Wi-Fi powered smart devices working throughout your home. This year, resolve to keep all those gadgets running at peak performance. It's an easy resolution to keep when you upgrade to Gearhart Broadband Fast, Reliable Speeds and Plume Whole Home Adaptive Wi-Fi. Give your home's data-hungry devices the bandwidth they need to enhance your life throughout the new year. Contact Gearhart Broadband to upgrade your internet and get Plume Wi-Fi today.
Welcome back to the Alvin D. Newsome Sports Center, where The Shelby Valley Wildcats are playing host to the Pikeville Panthers after 3 quarters of play. The Wildcats on top, 42-37. It will be Panthers basketball to start the 4th quarter. Darren, that 3rd quarter was a quarter of spurts by both teams.
You're right, Brian. Shelby Valley started the quarter with a run, and then Pikeville finished it on a run. Get our score back close and set up this final 8 minutes.
Gibson working underneath with it, puts the shot up, and they're going to say no shot. And
inadvertent whistle from the official down low. The basket's going to count, and the Wildcats will take over.
Okay, so it will be Wildcats basketball. A score 42-39 now. Cheney kicks it over to Newsome. He works his way in the lane, kicks it out to Cheney, who thinks about the 3, drives in, kicks it back out to Johnson. Cheney now with it. Works left, goes back right. Isaac gets it underneath to Chris Johnson, goes into the lane. Fakes once, twice, goes up with a shot and gets it blocked by Gibson. Mims taking it coast to coast. His shot blocked, but they say they got him with a body.
Personal goes against number 23, Brad Johnson. His 3rd, team's 8th.
How many times he go to the line, Darren?
John Mims at the line now for 2 shots. And he knocks it down. One more coming his way.
Mims making his 8th trip to the free throw line tonight. Shooting free throws 11 and 12.
42-41 our score. Cheney gives it up to Chris Johnson. Isaac's got it. Back to Brad Johnson. Back to Isaac now. Cheney working out top. Mims guarding him. Isaac with the basketball. Chris Johnson. Back to Brad, who's going to drive in. Thinks about the shot, kicks it out to Newsome. Chris Johnson's got it now. Back out top to Cheney. Pikeville playing a very sticky man-to-man. Newsome loses his man for a moment, gives it up to Isaac. He decides to take on Isom. Cannot get the shot to fall, but does get the foul.
A personal against Will Isom, his 2nd, team's 3rd.
Checking in for the Panthers is Aaron Miller, having a seat, Chad Anderson. Isaac, 2 shots coming his way. First one, nothing but net. Rolls the second one in, 44-41, Wildcat lead. Mims with the basketball out top. Shelby Valley in a man-to-man. Mims breaks his man down, kicks it out to Miller. Gibson's got it on the baseline, puts the shot up, no good. Newsome with the rebound.
Panthers stay with the man-to-man.
Chris Johnson working on Gibson, kicks it back out to Cheney. Thought about the 3 for a second. Drives into the lane, kicks it over to Isaac. Cheney's got it now, back out top. He's going to step up and fire the 3. No one around, no good. Gibson with the board. Gibson finally gives it up to Mims. Akers has got it as he's going to drive in, put the shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in.
Akers' original shot was blocked from behind by Johnson. He goes right back up with it and gets 2 more points. Now has 16 in the game.
5 minutes to go in this contest. 44-43, Wildcats on top. Cheney kicks it over to Isaac. Over to Chris Johnson, who'll fire the three. No good. Brad Johnson down with the rebound. He has it stripped away by John Mims. He's going the other way with it. He loses control. Miller able to pick it up and gives it right back to Mims.
Pikeville defense is packing it back in the lane. They're allowing the Wildcats to shoot from the perimeter. And right now, Shelby Valley just can't find the range.
Akers with it out top. Gives it up to Gibson. He'll go up from the foul line and knock it down.
Gibson with a jumper from the free throw. Gets himself 7 points on the night.
And we have another timeout on the court. Looks like this is going to be a full one, so with this timeout, we'll break away. It's the Pikeville Panthers 45, the Shelby Valley Wildcats 44. We'll be right back on your Intermountain Sports Network.
With winter upon us, you can count on Gearhart Broadband to keep your home connected. Gearhart TV connects you to a world of entertainment with great digital features, DVR, and lots of HD channels. High-speed internet connects you to the web faster than ever. And next-gen digital phone connects friends and family for less. If you don't have all three connections yet, it's a great time to bundle up for the winter. Call our friendly customer service team and start saving today with Gearhart Broadband.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. Forward pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at just $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text. Add 3 gigabyte of data for only $29.99 a month. 6 gigabyte of data, $39.99. Or take it to the max with unlimited data plus, only $89.99, which has 50 gigabytes of high-speed data. All the features without the long-term commitment. It's forward pay because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back once again to the campus of Shelby Valley High School. The Pikeville Panthers has just regained the lead here in the fourth quarter, 45-44, 4:08 to go. Looks like this one might go down to the wire, Darren.
It's been back and forth throughout. Only fitting that it be this close in the final minute or so.
Wildcats basketball as Cheney kicks it up to Newsome. Isaac's got it. Gives it back up to Newsome, back out Cheney. Pikeville in a 2-3 zone. Or actually looks like they might be in a box and one now. As Jeremiah Akers matching up with Brad Johnson. Cheney's got the basketball, kicks it out to Newsome. Back to Cheney. This is definitely something that the Wildcats wasn't expecting coming out of the huddle, as Aaron Miller strips the basketball away from Cheney, gives it back to Mims. Mims goes in the lane, goes up, nowhere to go with it, kicks it out. Miller able to run it down. Nice pass underneath to Gibson from Miller. He can't get the shot to go. Isom comes down with the rebound, but takes step.
Isom doing a great job on the boards all night. That's his 7th rebound. Took too many steps when he come to the floor with it. Turnover. That gives the Wildcats another chance to regain the lead.
Cheney with the basketball, being handled by Mims. Isaac sets the pick. Johnson's got it underneath. Kicks it back out to Brad Johnson. Newsome with it in the corner. Underneath to Isaac, working Isom. Goes up. His shot will not fall. Gibson down with a rebound. .245 to go in the contest. The Panthers on top, 45-44. Miller with the basketball, kicks it out to Akers. He's going to put up a three. He cannot get it to go. Down with the rebound, Cheney. He kicks it up ahead to Newsome. Underneath to Chris Johnson, loses the basketball, regains it, goes up for the shot, and there's going to be a foul underneath.
Check it and make sure. It looks like the personal is going to go against number 50, Will Awesome. It does. His third, team's fourth. And the Wildcats now with their third consecutive chance to take the lead. Not going to get too many more of those. Need to take advantage.
They sure do, Darren, as Chris Johnson steps to the line for two. This is especially the point of the game. You've got to knock down your foul shots. And he cannot get the first one. Jody Dameron is checked back into the Wildcat lineup. Johnson trying to tie it up. He cannot do it. Down with the rebound is Gibson for Pikeville. Akers has got it. Mims out top. Mims working against Brad Johnson. One-on-one goes in, puts the shot up. It will not go in for him. Down with the rebound, Chris Johnson. He kicks it back to Cheney. John Mims trailing in. Cheney takes it all the way and puts it up and in.
Cheney caught the big man with their backs turned, so he uses his speed and goes right to the front of the rim to lay it in. Wildcats lead.
Mims goes in, kicks it out to Ison. Mims got the basketball as he gets fouled by Cheney out high.
Personal against Cheney, his fourth, team foul number 9. A quick rundown of the foul situation for Coach Rowe and his Wildcats. Jason Cheney with 4. Brad Johnson with 3. Jody Dameron with 4. For the Pikeville Panthers, Chase Gibson has 3, and Will Ison has 3.
And it looks like Coach Dave Thomas wants to talk things over with his club. He's going to take a full timeout. So with this timeout, we'll break away. It's the Shelby Valley Wildcats 46, the Pikeville Panthers 45.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy. The genuine, the original Overhead Door for all of life's little ups and downs.
Welcome back to the campus of Shelby Valley High School. The Pikeville Panthers find themselves down 46-45 with a minute 42 to go in the contest. Stepping to the foul line, though, will be John Mims for 1 and the bonus. A chance to tie this thing up and give his team the lead. Gets the first one, the bonus coming his way. And the Panthers move out on top, 47-46. Isaac looking for a teammate, finds Chris Johnson. He's double teamed, he kicks it ahead to Dameron as they break the pressure. Cheney with it out top, John Mims. All over him as he loses him, gives it up to Johnson, right back to Cheney. Dameron's got the basketball looking underneath. Has the ball batted away, looked like by Akers. It will be Wildcats basketball.
Dameron trying to feed Isaac down low, and Akers is able to get in the way enough to knock it out of bounds.
Cheney to throw it in for the Wildcats. He finds Isaac. He spins into the lane, dishes off to Johnson, goes up for the shot. He cannot get it to go because it's blocked by Gibson, but the officials say he got too much of the arm.
A personal against Chase Gibson, his fourth, team foul number 5 for the Panthers.
So Chris Johnson steps to the foul line with a chance to tie this thing up and give his team the lead. He's short on the first one. We're tied at 47 with 1:18 to go. John Mims working the basketball for the Panthers. He gives it up to Miller. Miller cross-court pass to Akers. Mims working the baseline. Goes up with a shot. Has it blocked. Gibson comes away with it. His shot is blocked, but they're going to say he got fouled.
Personal goes against number 10, Chris Johnson, his third. Team foul number 10 against the Wildcats. The Panthers will shoot 2 for the final 59.3.
Gibson knocks down the first one to give his team the lead, 48-47. Cannot find the range on the second one. Isaac down with the rebound, gives it up to Chris Johnson. Back to Cheney now. 50 seconds on the clock. Shelby Valley down by 1. Brad Johnson with it out top. Gives it over to Dameron. Akers nearly steals it. Nice hustle on defense by Jeremiah Akers.
But to always be cautious with the Pikeville Panther defense anywhere in the area. Speed is the name of their game.
So we got a timeout on the court as Coach Rodney Rowe wants to talk things over with his troops. Darren, it's been a heck of a game so far.
It really has. Great coaching from both sides of the floor. Great play on the floor from all the players. I think there's been a total of about 16 players in this ball game. 8 or so for each team. It's been fun to watch all the way through.
We were tied up at the half. Not much different right now. Pikeville owns that 1 point. Has really been the difference for the Pikeville Panthers, I think, here in the second half. His dribble penetration into the lane. He's not only looking to dish the basketball off, he's actually looking for his shot more often than not tonight. And he's been able to have a lot of trips to the foul line. And the Panthers break huddle. So do the Wildcats, as we're ready for the final 43.4 seconds of this contest. Sterling Isaac will throw the ball in. Looks like Pikeville is going to come out in a 2-3 zone now. They switch things up a little bit.
Now it's actually being shown now as a box and 1, and they've got the 1 in the face of Brad Johnson, the man that had the hot hand in the third quarter. And defensive duties on him go to Jeremiah Akers.
We're down to 25 seconds, and we got a whistle, and John Mims is going to be called for a foul.
Personal against Mims, only his first. Team foul number 6.
So Pikeville had that one to give. We're down to 24.3 seconds. It looked like Coach Rowe might be holding for the last shot and the win here. We're down to 18 seconds to go. Chris Johnson standing there with the basketball.
Well, the Panthers are going to allow it to happen. They're going to give the Wildcats the last shot. 10 seconds to go. Here it is. Cheney's got the basketball.
He gives it up to Isaac. Dishes off to Chris Johnson. His shot up and in. We got a timeout. Pikeville with 1.1 seconds showing on the clock. The Shelby Valley Wildcats on top, 49-48.
What a performance by the Shelby Valley Wildcats. Could not have been more patient. Set the play up, got the shot they want, and Chris Johnson knocks it down from about 8 feet on the baseline to give them a 1-point lead with 1.1 on the clock.
It's been a good one, folks, and it ain't over yet. Keep it right here as there's still 1.1 on the clock. Time to get a shot off, and the way this ball game's went, anything could happen. Coach Dave Thomas down right now talking with his troops, trying to draw up a play. Taking the long-range shot, I'm sure that he's going to be looking at his number 1 option, Jeremiah Akers, or maybe to get it down court to one of his big men who can jump up and catch it. to get the shot off as the Wildcats break huddle. Rodney Rowe talking with the officials right now. They may have put just a little bit more time back up on the clock. No, it's going to stay at 1.1. As the official is now calling over Dave Thomas. There's a discussion going on in front of the scorer's table. They're trying to get things sorted out as both teams huddle back up again now. And they are going to put more time back up on the clock. So they're letting it run down right now.
And the law is certainly taking the noise out of the crowd, as they were certainly fired up after Johnson's shot along the baseline. Now they're booing the extra time being put back on the clock.
So now we got 2.3 seconds left on the clock. That's a big help for the Panthers.
Well, certainly so, Brian. Now they've got time to not just catch and throw. They can take 4 or 5 good steps, get across half court, and get a much higher percentage shot.
As they will be throwing the basketball in under Shelby Valley's basket, so they'll have to go the length of the court with this. In 2.3, they find themselves down 49-48. Chris Johnson knocking down the big shot to put the Wildcats ahead. Aaron Miller will inbounds the basketball. Shannon Akers in the lineup for the Wildcats will be applying pressure to him. And we've got another timeout on the court.
And that timeout was certainly expected, as each coach trying to feel out what the other has planned for these last 2 seconds. Smoke and mirrors now. Each coach trying to hide their ace.
A big game for both teams coming in. This is for a share of first place for the Pikeville Panthers. Shelby Valley will be on top all by themselves if they come away with the win here tonight, and I'm sure Coach Rowe right now is really wanting that, as they only have 2 more district games left after tonight.
Now Brian, set it up one more time. 2.2 on the clock. 49-48, the Wildcats on top. The Panthers have to go the length of the floor to get the win.
Nobody guarding Miller, who will throw the basketball in. He's looking down court. He heaves it. Up for the catch is Akers. He slings the basketball, no good, and that's it, folks. The Shelby Valley Wildcats have defeated the Pikeville Panthers 49-48 in what has been a classic. With the final numbers, here's Darren Gerhardt.
Thank you, Brian. First for the visiting Pikeville Panthers. Led in scoring in the game by John Mims. He had 18 points. Jeremiah Akers trailed closely with 17. Chase Gibson had 8. Chad Anderson had 2. Aaron Miller had 2. And Will Alson finished the game with a free throw. Total of 48 points for the Pikeville Panthers. They were 4 of 9 from the three-point stripe, 15 of 22 from the free throw line, 17 rebounds, and 15 turnovers. Now for the victorious Shelby Valley Wildcats, led in scoring by Brad Johnson. He finished the game with 13. Chris Johnson had 9. Jason Chaney 6. Sterling Isaac had 9 points. Shannon Akers had 3. Daniel Newsome 7 points off the bench. And Jody Dameron finished the game with a free throw. 49 total points for the Wildcats. 3 of 8 from the three-point stripe. 7 of 17 from the free throw line. 22 rebounds and 13 turnovers. And exactly 1 point enough to get the victory here tonight, Brian.
Absolutely a great game here tonight by both these teams. A little low scoring contest than I expected coming in. I figured we might be in the 60s, maybe the 70s with these two teams. They're both very capable of putting up the big numbers, but it was a hard-fought game all the way down to the buzzer, just like we expected. Shelby Valley coming out on top by 1, 49-48. For Dr. Dawn on camera and Darren Gerhardt, I'm Brian Kidd. Thanks for tuning in to the Intermountain Sports Network.